Good evening and welcome to the 2024 IPF World Sub-Junior and Junior Powerlifting Championships here in St. Paul's Bay, Malta. For this evening, we have for you the 69 kilo prime time and the 76 kilo prime time. I think the first time we've had a double female prime time, which is very exciting to see.
Yeah, it's absolutely lovely, and it's one of my favorite sessions. Was looking forward to this whole week.
Yeah, it's going to be so good. We've seen obviously the B groups go this morning, and they set the bar quite high themselves. So it's gonna be in for a ride. We can see the running order for the 69s. We'll have a group of 8 in both the 69s and 76s. Some huge openers here. Burton from Italy with 190 opening, just 10 kilos below the world junior record.
That is quite something. Yeah, Andorina Bouchot, I think last year already ready pretty strong. I think she finished second. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
Upcoming Caroline Connor from the USA, like 2 years ago she did a 400 total. Last year she did 477.5, and now she opens with round about that numbers. She's super exciting to watch.
Yeah, it's going to be a really enjoyable session, and I think a big fight till the end. Bashu currently on prognosis in the lead, but we've seen some upsets this week, so I'm looking forward to seeing the fight from the 69s. Kicking us off, we have Kaja Stabulewska from Poland, 152.5 kilos.
Only 20 years of age. She's the youngest one in this evening flight.
Yeah, managing to get up here in a competitive prime time is very impressive, being the youngest. 2 to 1, a good lift. Just gonna say depth call from the side referee, so let's have a look at that again in the replay. We know the jury were very active in the earlier session.
I think she's going to be fine.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I think that looks okay. Obviously, the jury have the last word. Unfortunately, not us, but I think she'll be okay.
Yeah, if we had the last word, then everyone would get white lights all the time. That wouldn't be good. Well.
Fanny Savela from Finland, 155 kilos. Fanny has a huge bench on her and deadlift. She's a very talented lifter, and if Connor slips up at all, she could threaten the podium if she has a good day. Lovely leap opener.
Yeah, I think for in the squad event it will be for her just to collect kilos, because the other two lifts seem to be more her strength. So just make lifts, building a total.
Yeah, and it's quite unusual to be consecutively a good bencher and a good deadlifter. Usually it's a squat and a bench or a deadlift.
These people confuse me all the time.
160 kilos for Esther Salai from Hungary.
Easy weight.
Yeah, a little bit scrappy, but easy enough.
Yeah, she gets a blue card infraction normally for downward movement.
Yeah, I'm wondering where that would have been. Have a look at the replay.
Yeah.
Or it could have been for her finishing position, perhaps.
Yeah, for not locking the knees and the hip and everything, could be that. Well, anyway, no one intervened, so it's a good lift.
Marie-Joseph van Daal from the Netherlands, 170 kilos.
The interesting thing about these 8 people primetime flights that we have been doing for the last several years, it's really another kind of skill that you need to be ready. Everything moves so quick, especially if one lifter maybe drops out and you are only 7 people, then it really gets tricky.
Yeah, it does, and you need to be prepared, like you said, for that quick turnaround, and it gets harder and harder as the weight classes get heavier as well. Yeah, looks really strong.
So easy, and it's a good weight.
3 red lights, very, very lovely squat.
Amy Hunter from USA.
Yeah, a lot of power behind her squat.
75 kilos. Bars loaded.
Our first of 2 American athletes in this flight, Haley Hunter from the United States, opening on 175 kilos.
Let's go.
She had a relatively disappointing nationals. She is dealing with some health issues lately, which is unfortunate. I think her potential is even higher than what she's showing here, but maybe she could recover in time. That is obviously something I cannot know.
Yeah, and I think she had quite a difficult cut. I think she only just made weight, 68.95, really cutting it close there, but good to see that she did make weight and can compete.
That looked lovely.
A comfortable opener, and 2-1 does get a depth call from the center referee, which generally is the hardest angle to see that depth from, so we'll look at it from the side.
Also from USA. Bars loaded.
I think that could definitely go either way, but for now it remains as a good lift. Carolyn Connor from the United States, 177.5 kilos.
She hit some huge numbers in training.
Yeah, a definite podium threat here.
Like, I think I saw a 195 kilogram squat, which is could be in reach with if this opener moves well.
Let's go, girl.
Now the weight looks very comfortable. I want to wait for the lights.
That was very
There we
good.
go.
Squat technique.
3 white lights, yeah, I think that was good.
Easy opener.
Quite a tall 69 lifter.
Lisa,
Very good to see.
185 kilos. Bars loaded.
Yeah, lovely squat there. Doesn't squat deeper than you need to, but like I said, you just need to get it in and get on the board.
Yeah, it's a skill in itself to find the point where it is always a valid attempt.
Anderina Bichou from France, 185 kilos. Anderina, a big threat for the world title and an excellent squatter. As you can see from that.
Yeah, no question here. 3 white lights, well done.
190 kilos for Georgia Burton from Italy. Bars loaded. Georgia.
We now move on to our final opening attempt of the flight. Georgia Sylvia Burton opening 10 kilos below the world junior squat record at 190, has a personal best of 200.5, so the world record doesn't feel safe. We'll see how this moves, and I imagine if it moves well, we'll see that on the second. That's a lovely squat.
Yeah, 3 white lights, and I think I agree. I think they will go for the world record at the second attempt.
Knowing the way that Italy often choose their jumps as well, I think the world record probably is going to be the next step, probably at 200.5.
Yeah, more than that would be very, very risky.
Absolutely, especially because she's fighting for podium overall at all. And concluding our opening attempts, we move straight through to our second round with Kaja Stabulewska from Poland, 160 kilos.
Let's go, Kaja. Dawaj.
Really nice, keeps position really well all the way through.
Yeah, I think that's exactly how a second attempt should look like.
From Finland. Comes next with 162.5 kilos.
You can see as well, squatting in slippers, so as
Yeah.
close to the ground as you can get.
Bars
Yeah,
loaded.
I saw this as well. That's
This is
wouldn't be stable enough for me. But maybe the closer stance helps. like with that.
Yeah. 162.5 kilos, a 7.5 kilo jump for Fanny Savela from Finland. This is to match her squat PB on her second.
Kunnolla selkää se Fanni. Paineella irti.
Looking to collect as many kilos as she can on squat before
Let's go, girl.
shining in bench press and deadlift.
Up, come on.
Quite a lot of work, but I think, yeah, 3 white lights, good lift.
Yeah, like you said, it looked a little bit harder, but the thing is she's really sinking them, and I'm wondering if she allows herself to cut depth just a little bit, obviously not so much, that she will have that extra energy. You know, it does make a huge difference at that point.
And she has room to spare, like she is like 5 centimeters deep, I think.
Yeah. 167.5 kilos for Esther Salai from Hungary. 7.5 kilo jump from her opener.
Oira Esther.
Yeah, basically everyone jumped 7.5 or 10 kilos, like as expected in this weight range for this weight class and this level of competition.
Up.
It's a nice looking second for Esther. 2 to 1, a good lift. Yeah, and you know, like you said, I think the important part is at this level of competition, you might see in the sub-juniors or in the B group people pushing a little bit too hard too soon, but they're fighting for placing here and they don't want to lose kilos, and I think that's the important thing to consider.
Yeah, 90% of the time you just want to make as many lifts as possible. There's very rare exceptions where you have to risk more than you might be able to chew.
Mary Joseph van Douw from the Netherlands jumping 10 kilos to 180 for her second attempt. Moves her into squat bronze for the time being, with Hunter and Connor to follow.
Yeah, her PB is 3 kilo above that, so if that moves well, she can attack this in the third.
Did seem to move well. I think a 5 kilo jump is justifiable there.
Yeah, but as a coach I would be sweating, to be honest. I think, but a coach is always sweating, so. No, it was a good squat, definitely.
Yeah, and saying that, she is fighting for podium, so we'll see what she does. She did go for 5 kilos, so probably aware that she needs to stay as far ahead as possible.
And they handed in so quick, so they were sure, I think.
185 kilos for Hayley Hunter from the United States to go into squat bronze. This will be a 2.5 kilo PB. You know, we said she had a hard cut, which one of the coaches told me that she, you know, struggled to make weight, but the opener was very, very comfortable.
Let's go, Haley. Personal best.
Yeah, especially when you had a hard cut, you want to open lighter and then build yourself up throughout the competition, and when you are in the middle of bench press, then normally the effects are gone, so.
Yeah, we saw the slight slowdown there, but still looked like a nice squat.
Yeah, definitely.
There's 2 to 1, a good lift. Again, a depth call from that center referee, but the sides seem happy. We will take a gander at that though, as will the jury.
That's a close call. But no, they're not intervening.
187.5 kilos, a 10 kilo jump for Carolyn Connor from the United States to move her into squat silver, with Bashu to follow.
Let's go, Caroline.
This is to match her personal best here on her second attempt.
There's barely any resisting the bar, like it's just really well.
Yeah, that was a really nice smooth second attempt, and plenty left in the tank for that third, which is a really nice place to be, especially with the advantage of seeing what your competitors are putting on the bar, even this early in squats.
Yeah, if you have a good team in the background, then they know everything and can adjust potentially.
Our penultimate second attempt, Anderina Bashu from France, 192.5. Leaves her 7.5 kilos off the world junior record. And moves her into squat gold for the time being, with Burton to follow.
Yeah, that looked lovely.
3 white lights, a good lift. And Andrina is excellent at grinding through squats if she needs to as well.
Yeah, I think she has another 5 kilos in her, most definitely. Maybe even 7, but we'll see.
Again, she's trying to keep that lead, so I doubt they'll want to take any risks, so we'll have to see. Now though, Georgia Silvia Burton from Italy, as expected, took a 10.5 kilo jump to her second to move back into squat gold heading into third, but more importantly for a world junior squat record, extending it by half a kilo. And it can only go up from here if she gets this. Oh, and it is lovely.
Wow, 3 white lights.
A new junior world squat record. Absolutely incredible. And like I said, it's only going to go up from there.
That was quite spectacular.
Yeah, and that chip could come in really useful later in the day when she's fighting for a podium position. Heading into our third attempts now. Connor from the United States in squat bronze currently. Bashu in silver. And with a new world record, Burton with 200.5. We head into our third round now. 165 kilos is loaded on the bar for Kaja Stabulewska from Poland. Oh, a huge fight from Kaja.
Ah, too bad.
Not there, unfortunately.
Yeah, with these upright squatters, it's sometimes really tough to see how much they have left. I thought she had 5. I think everyone thought so. Yep. But she didn't lose much, so it's okay.
165 kilos remains on the bar for Fanny Savela from Finland. A 2.5 kilo jump. Like we said, just trying to rack up as many kilos as she can during squat before heading into bench press where she can really shine.
And I think everyone made the expected jump like that we were discussing, so I think they're all staying in the pocket, to quote Joey.
Oh, and a perfect attempt from Team Finland.
Yeah, that was exactly what she needed to do.
And it's a credit to her squatting as well that she kept position so well and was able to push through that so smoothly.
Yeah, she keeps the hip forward as much as possible. You can see it very often when it gets really heavy. The hip breaks out at the back, then you have no chance of making it.
172.5 kilos for Esther Salai from Hungary. 5 kilo jump to match her personal best.
She's competing since 9 years. That's quite a long time.
Yeah, especially for a 23-year-old.
Yeah.
Oh, a huge fight, but just couldn't get past that sticking point.
Very unfortunate. But these are all reasonable attempts. Like, it's not that it was way too hard. It was just maybe a kilo or a half. Look how far up she got.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen an attempt yet or a jump that we have questioned.
Yeah, definitely.
At least not in this flight. Mary just from Van Daal from Netherlands, 185 kilos. 5 kilo jump from her second. Looking to extend her personal best and what I imagine is a Dutch junior record on her third.
Let's go. Come on.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and I expect nothing less from the Netherlands. Perfect attempt selection there from Piotr, the head coach.
Yeah, I was worried the most for all of 8 lifters for this attempt, but she definitely proved me wrong.
She does get a call for depth, so the jury will look at that, but I think she's safe there. 190 kilos for Hayley Hunter from the United States for a new personal best and to move into squat bronze ahead of Connor for the time being, with Connor to follow.
Let's go, Haley. You can do it. Squat bronze, come on.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, not there, and I think that's the difficult cut that we're seeing.
Yeah, I agree. And I don't think she did anything wrong. That was just a little bit too heavy.
Yeah, and perhaps on a day where she didn't have to cut really hard, and I think it would have been a bit high as well. She would have been okay with that weight, but there's a lot of factors that go into an international competition day. Carolyn Connor from the United States now definitely walking away with at least squat bronze. This is to move her into silver for the time being, ahead of Bashu, who is to follow with 195 kilos, more than she's ever squat on the platform before. Again, another big contender for podium, so this extra 7.5 kilos will really make a difference moving forwards.
Yeah, she is progressing rapidly for the last 2 years, as I mentioned before, and it's really cool to see. And if she does this, then she can basically hit what she hit in training before, which is also very cool and not a given.
And that is a beautiful third attempt from Connor.
Perfect weight selection, I would say.
Yeah, really nice. And also didn't empty the tank so much that she's going to be fatigued heading into bench and deadlift. A really good choice. And that moves her into squat silver for the time being, with Bashu to follow. She won't have to wait long to see what colour medal she has for squats. And Arina Bashu looking to retake squat silver with a 197.5 kilo third attempt. I think this 5 kilo jump is sensible. It's the one that we expected her to take. A little more conservative to be safe, looking to keep that lead heading into bench overall.
Yeah. She has her eyes on the big prize, you know.
Yeah, she's happy with the silver, which she gets with that, but she's looking for the gold overall, and I think it was a perfect call. 7.5 could have been there, but it would have tanked her energy quite a lot.
Yeah, that. No, she shouldn't have done it. It was perfect, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Our final squat attempt before we head through to the 76 kilo women. Georgia Sylvia Burton looking to further extend the World Junior squat record by another 5 kilos. 205.5 on the bar. Already has squat gold, already has the world record, looking to extend it.
Come on, Georgia. It's yours. Like it.
Another fantastic third attempt. Oh, 2-1, a no lift on depth. We'll have a look at that again in the replay. Already has the record, so not at risk of losing that.
I'm really surprised.
Yeah, it's definitely on the line. The coach goes to the jury, but unfortunately they agree with the referee's call. But a summary before heading into the 76 kilo women. Connor walking away with squat bronze with 195 kilos. In squat silver we have Andarina Bashu with 197.5 kilos. And a new World Junior squat record, 200.5 with the squat gold, Georgia Sylvia Burton from Italy. We head straight into the 76 kilo junior women now. We'll see, I'm sure, just as much of a fight. Kicking us off, we have Helene Eckert from Germany, opening on 150 kilos.
This is her first international competition. Became German champion last year and made it to the stage. Preparation was a bit rocky. She had some back problems until I think so 6-7 weeks ago, but since then she said it was all going very smoothly.
Yeah, to open 5 kilos below her best, you'd think that she feels in pretty good form, at least her platform best.
That was really good.
Yeah, a lovely opener and a good lift, 3 white lights. Very deep as well.
Yeah, I've never seen her squat this well, so that is nice.
Yeah, seems to be on great form today. 162.5 kilos for Romy Gouchard from New Zealand. Just a reminder, the 76 kilo B group have lifted earlier, so we'll see the ranking jumping around a bit, but they'll be going ahead of those lifters who have had all 3 attempts. Another extremely deep opener there. 3 white lights, a good lift. Let's have a look at that in the replay. At least from the front, it looked very deep.
Yeah.
There's no need to necessarily squat that deep, but if that's what's comfortable, then you're definitely going to get the white lights for that at least. Ezia Francini Petrovic from Italy, opening on 165 kilos. Lovely looking opener.
I have nothing to add. That's just good squatting. Everything deep, everything nice, smooth.
I mean, best case scenario, we don't have too much to add to their openers. You know, they should be comfortable, they should be good lifts.
Yeah. We are all getting to know our lifters, and with each passing attempt, we have more to say.
167.5 kilos for Rachel Raji from Great Britain, opening 5 kilos above her personal best.
Training must have gone really well.
Yeah, Rachel has a really big deadlift on her as well. Two to one, a good lift. Does get a depth call from one of the side referees, so let's just keep our eye on that in the replay. She has a long way to squat.
Definitely.
She's a 276, and like I said, a great deadlifter. But it looks like it's going to remain as a good lift for Rachel. Laura de Bert Ramilli from Canada, 172.5 kilos for her opening squat, opening 2.5 kilos below her best. Moved well. Let's wait for the lights from the referees there.
Maybe the yellow one was for elbow supporting on her quads.
Let's have a look there. The red was definitely for depth. I think just at the top she lost balance.
Yeah, she lost balance. Yeah, I think it was more like that.
So unfortunately, that will remain a no lift. Kayla Overchuk from Canada now, 177.5 kilos. Opening 10 kilos below her personal best. Another big Canadian deadlifter, following in the footsteps of Jessica Bittner.
That is really a huge opener on deadlift.
A lovely opener on squat as well.
That looked very easy. Referees say different.
It's a good lift.
Tessa Ophoff from Netherlands. Power slowly. 180 kilos.
We move now on to our penultimate opening attempt. Tessa Ophoff from the Netherlands, 180 kilos. Just for a point of reference, the world junior squat record is 210, I believe held by Agata Shitko.
It's always
No, it's not. Held by Vilma Olsen from Sweden.
Yeah, Agatha hasn't squatted 210 in competition, I believe, yet.
Yeah, I do believe that she probably will, but not yet. She's collected all the other
Yeah,
records.
literally. I was looking at world records yesterday and I saw her name everywhere.
Lovely opener from Tessa there.
Yeah, but a bit of work already, I thought. So,
It's not so unusual to see lifters opening, especially juniors when they have less experience, opening a little deeper than they usually squat to make sure they get it in. So perhaps that could be why. Our final opening attempt, Dana Parra from Mexico, a definite contender for overall gold, opening on 185 kilos.
yeah, there's quite a few Mexican lifters coming up, I recognized. Recognized mostly because I was scouting Michelle for a year in the 57s. And then I saw, obviously, like when she posted something or so, that I just recognized. It's really cool, and she is a huge threat for the podium.
Yeah, that's a lovely opener from Dana. We'll have a look at that again on the replay. Not too much separates her and Debert Romili, who's yet to have a squat in, but Overchuck is right up in there as well. A quick summary here before we head into second attempts. Ophoff in bronze, Parra in silver, Heikkinen in gold, and Debert Romili yet without a squat on the board. We have Eckhart here from Germany, 160 kilos, a 10 kilo jump, so skipping right over her personal best of 155.
She used to be a shot putter and a javelin thrower.
Wow.
So it's quite a cool sports history.
Yeah, I can see where the power comes from.
Yeah. She had trouble filling out the weight class in the past, but now we're in at 74.5.
Wow, still moving really well, and it's a good lift. Yeah, and you said on her opening you've never seen her squat so well, I'm sure.
Absolutely, 100%. I mean, she hasn't done a competition this year, so it's been a while, but yeah. Still, maximum 5 kilos because I know her sticking point, and it comes very, very fast.
170 kilos for Romy Gouchard from New Zealand, a 7.5 kilo jump, leaving her just 3.5 kilos below her personal best. Quite a steep squatter, so I'll be interested to see how the jumps affect her.
That is a very, very deep squat.
Yeah, it's a good lift, definitely slowing down. Yeah, that's what I thought. Her opener was very deep and it looked like she kept that depth, so making the jumps quite hard because she's deep, squatting it so deep.
Yeah, but she, when she left the platform and talked to her coach, like she didn't seem satisfied, so I think she knows that there's a little bit that she has to adjust if she wants to hit a third.
172.5 kilos for Rachel Raji from Great Britain. Already opened on a personal best. This is to extend that 5 kilos. Currently in 6th on prognosis, but if 5th and 4th start making a mistake, she has a good pull on her, like I said, so just looking to rack up kilos. Good fight there from Rachel.
Yeah, good lift for maybe the tallest lifter in the building. No, not in the building, but in this flight. But very, very well done.
Yeah, she's an excellent lifter. Quite new to the scene as well.
Yeah, what happens in Great Britain right now in powerlifting is insanity. It's like France 3 years ago or
But yeah,
something.
there's
I don't
something
know.
in the water.
Let's go, Laura.
Laura de Bert Ramilli from Canada, yet without a squat. Got a red and a yellow on her opener, retaking the same weight. Seems like the sensible thing to do, even though it might lose her some kilos. Looked deeper than her opener. Let's see if it was good enough.
2 to 1.
Yeah, safe for now. Let's have a look at that on the replay. And like we said, a big contender at the podium, so that might hurt her a little.
Yeah, she got the inflection cut from the other side this time. But I think, yeah, it is good.
Asia Francini Petrovic jumping 10 kilos to 175 for her second attempt. New personal best, 3 red plates aside. Very satisfying, a big milestone.
I want to bench this one day when I'm old. That's a 10 kilo jump at this range is always a little bit tricky. Let's see if she can make adjustments. Let's have a look at the replay.
Yeah, she failed it quite quickly, which is a good thing to do if you don't think you're going to get the weight. But maybe if she gets into a better position, hard to pull back from a strength issue though. Kayla Overchuk from Canada, 185 kilos to pull her onto the squat podium into silver for the time being, with Ophoff to follow. Squat gold currently still with Heikkinen from the B group.
Let's go, Kyla. It's yours. Come on.
Yeah, lovely looking second attempt.
That looked really, really good.
Even down to the way she lifts, she really does remind me of a young Jessica Bittner.
Yeah, I can see what you mean. I mean, obviously, Jessica's a huge role model for women, especially in this weight class. I think you can put another 7.5 on there.
Tessa Ophoff from the Netherlands, jumping 7.5 kilos to move back onto the podium for squats into silver.
Let's go, Tessa.
Come, fight through it. Come on.
What a
Yes.
fantastic fight, and I think, which is hard to do, the deepest squat of the session. We've seen some deep squats.
Yeah, she did really, really well. That's really deep.
Yeah, I did a really good job standing that back up. Not too much left in the tank, so a sensible jump, I think, to the third, but 195 kilos for Dana Parra for Mexico to take her into squat gold ahead of Heikkinen from the B group.
But the first one looked pretty comfortable.
It did, yeah. A 10 kilo jump seems more than reasonable.
Wow. That's just very, very lovely squatting.
Yeah, and still a fair amount left in the tank. Have a look at that again on the replay.
Yeah, depth is right on the money. And she is born in 2004. Like, the junior record will not be safe for her in the coming years.
No, I absolutely agree. We head into the third round of squats now.
Interesting decision from the German team, 7.5 kilos. I think Helene feels great, and the second one was good. It's still a little bit of a risk.
It's moving really well, and like you said, better than you've ever seen her squat, so perhaps has gotten past that sticking point a little bit.
Yeah, I can totally see her making that one.
Boy, big fight, and she gets it. The
That
perfect
was-
number, it seems.
But you see what I mean, right? I mean, that was right on the money. Good job. Good job by everyone involved.
Yeah, like you said, it took a good number and a good grind. But I think, like you said, the perfect attempt. Bar even stopped at one point, and she managed to keep it going.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, good call. Maybe a little bit of luck. Maybe don't push it in the other disciplines as much.
175 kilos for Romy Guichard from New Zealand. For a new personal best, 3 red plates aside, and a new New Zealand junior squat record.
I think she needs to cut a little bit of depth to get it up.
Nope, she doesn't. She's absolutely fine, it seems.
Oh, I think she did, actually. I think it's not as deep as the other ones.
Which is crazy because
It's still very deep, though.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Let's see in the replay. Because, like, ice can be deceiving. Yeah, I think she adjusted.
I think she did cut a little. I think she actually just over squatted on her second. Now, Asia Francini Petrovic, 175 kilos, a 10 kilo jump. Missed it on her second. Looking to get it here. It seemed like a strength issue, but let's see if she can push past that sticking point this time.
She got it a little bit more up, but not enough. That's a shame. Left a lot of valuable kilos on the platform, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think a bit too much of an ambitious jump from the coaching team there. 177.5 kilos for Rachel Raji of Great Britain. Another personal best, should she make this. A 5 kilo jump. And like I said, hoping someone slips up ahead of her because she's having a great day so far and is a strong contender if she does have a good day and somebody else perhaps has a less good day. Phenomenal third attempt there from Rachel.
I like the squat a lot, the best from all 3 attempts. I think it was technically most sound, and she just could push through it. Great job.
Yeah, really rewarded by her squat form there. Lovely. 177.5 kilos for Laura de Bert Romilly. Missed her opener, retook it and got it, and is jumping 5 kilos now for a new PB. Looking to rack up as many kilos as possible because she's a real contender for that overall title.
Yeah, this is a very crucial attempt for her.
And I'm just worried she cut depth again.
I am worried as well. And yeah,
Yeah, unfortunately, just cut that depth. And that's going to really hurt her because it means that where she was fighting for that gold overall, now she might be fighting for a podium position.
yeah, that's surprising. She basically just got her opening weight in. I mean, she's still on podest medal pace, but she has to do better in the next event, definitely.
190 kilos for Tessa Ophoff from the Netherlands to move her from squat bronze into silver. Has definitely guaranteed herself a squat medal as she is lighter than Overchuk by quite some way, weighing 72.55 kilos.
Come on, you can do it.
She gets this, she guarantees herself the silver. Overchuk to take the same weight, as I said, at a heavier body weight.
But she cannot do it. Well, but okay, she didn't leave anything on the platform, like she got what she came for. It.
Yeah, and like I said, she's guaranteed herself that, no, she hasn't guaranteed herself that bronze medal now because Overchuk is coming out to knock her off the podium. Heikkinen from the first group, currently in squat silver, so if Overchuk gets this 190, it will move Heikkinen down to bronze and overchuck into silver.
They are the same weight, the same exact body weight, and I think then Heikin remains in silver because she did it first.
Yeah, I think you're right there.
Let's see her squat this weight before we make any assumptions. That is a given.
Yeah, that is excellent. I was going off of the graphic, but I was wrong to do so. It's 3 white lights, a good lift, and as you said, moves into squat bronze. Did not notice their body weights being exactly the same there. So actually Heikkinen from the B group, I said earlier, might have a shot at that podium on squat, and she did walk away with squat silver. Phenomenal job. Already has squat gold. Dana Para looking to get another 10 kilos on her total. This leaves her 5 kilos off the World Junior Squat record belonging to Vilma Olsen.
And this is really a power play move, because if she doesn't get it, she's still in contention, but if she gets this, then she has room to spare. Then she can even make mistakes later on.
Yeah, if she gets this, she puts herself in a really comfortable position. And it looks good. Let's wait for the lights.
3 white lights. Wow.
Yeah, she's having a phenomenal day so far. I'm looking forward to seeing how the rest of the day goes for her, because she is on form so far. She doesn't waste any extra energy. That's what we're talking about. It's not deeper than it needs to be. It's just deep enough. And a quick look here. Overchuck from Canada with 190 kilos, losing out to squat silver on, well, to Heikkinen, who just took it first earlier today in squat bronze. Heikkinen from Finland from the B group with 190 kilos with squat silver, and Dana Para just 5 kilos off the junior world record with 205 in squat gold. We're going to head into a 10-minute break now before bench press, so don't go anywhere and we'll see you then. Hello and welcome back to the 2024 IPF World Junior Powerlifting Championships here in St. Paul's Bay, Malta. This evening for you we have the 69 kilo and 76 kilo A groups. We are about to head into bench press, but a quick summary of squats. We had Carolyn Connor from the United States in squat bronze, 195 kilos. In squat silver, Bouchou from France with 197.5. And Burton from Italy with a new junior squat world record with 200.5 kilos. It's a close battle here in the 69s, and they're going to be looking to add more kilos here. Unfortunately, we won't see any bench record attempts as actors swept them all up across 3 classes.
Yeah, I gotta Sitko ruined this for everybody else for the foreseeable future. They are so high as well, above 150 kilo in every weight class, I believe. Yeah.
I'm sure we'll see some impressive benches nonetheless. Hayley Hunter opening on 87.5 kilos.
They lowered her opener in the last minute. It was at 90 kilos before, so hopefully not a bad sign. It's not a good sign, but hopefully it will be fine.
Yeah, I mean, that was nice and easy. And like we said, she had a bit of trouble with making weight. So, like we said, probably feeling that, especially on bench press. And hopefully as the time goes on and she can rehydrate and eat, even though the session's moving quickly, she can start to feel better.
Yeah, but that was a very lovely attempt, so I think she's going to be fine. Probably a precaution more than anything else.
95 kilos for Kaja Stabulewska from Poland.
Using the same shoes for squat as for bench.
Quite common actually with some lifters. A little slow off the chest, but still a nice moving bench. Just waiting for the third light there from the referees.
Yeah, and that's the reality. We are in the top 6 will now all have 100 kilo more, which is crazy.
Like I said, although we won't see a world record attempt because Agatha is such an outlier, these are still huge bench presses.
Absolutely agree.
In the first 100 kilo bench press opener, Carolyn Connor from the United States, opening on 100 kilos on the dot, 3 kilos below her personal best, and what I imagine to be an American junior national record.
Absolutely a good lift, no hesitation. How an opener should look like.
Yeah, exactly what you said. It's exactly what you want your opener to look like. Something super comfortable that if you need to take it again because you get called on an infraction, that you can. $102.5 kilos for Esther Salai from Hungary, opening just 2.5 kilos below her personal best. And after competing for 9 years, that is very impressive. And it looked comfortable as well.
Very comfortable, yeah.
She does get a depth call from one of the side referees. We'll have a look on the replay. Usually the center referee, opposite to squat, actually can see depth the easiest. So we'll have a look at that on the replay, as will the jury. And it seems near perfect to me, actually.
I think it's going to be fine.
Pretty textbook. So, like we said, harder to see depth from that side angle. 102.5 kilos for Georgia Sylvia Burton. Fighting for a podium position overall, and that chip will really help her do so.
Yeah, the missed third squat attempt really hurts her. Hurt her chances for the podium, but it's still on. Like,
yeah, Van Dau would have to make a mistake and didn't have the best squat session either. See how 102.5 moves. It's just 5 kilos below her personal best, so I'll be interested to see.
That was effortless.
Yeah, it really was. I can imagine her jumping to 110 per second is completely justifiable.
Yeah, let's have a look at the replay, but I would tend to agree. Yeah, you could do that, I think.
Mary Joos van Douw from the Netherlands, 105 kilos. Looks like Italy took a bit more of a conservative jump, which, you know, when you're trying to get as many kilos as possible is the sensible decision. 105, 3 kilos below Van Douw's personal best, so a lot of lifters opening around or on their personal best in this A flight.
Yeah, but it goes with the trend, like female bench press has blown up the last few years. Like they all get so strong.
3 white lights, a good lift. Andrina Bouchou from France, 105 kilos, 7.5 kilos below her personal best, and in a really, really strong position for that world title should the rest of her 6 lifts go well.
Yeah, she was the vice champion last year. She is a reigning European champion, so that is the thing that is missing from her collection, and she wants to get it.
Yeah, and that's a lovely opener as well for Andrina. Important as well to remember that a lot of these junior lifters, the European ones, have Euros in 5 weeks as well, so they're going to be peaking again. So it'll be interesting to see how they perform there.
Yeah, the turnaround is still pretty crazy. It's beginning of October, and with Fanny Savela from Finland, like I think it's from the 5 sessions I'm commented today, it's the 3rd or the 4th time that a Finnish lifter is at the end of the session. Like they are very good bench pressers over there.
Not uncommon to see Finnish lifters be good bench pressers. Fanny Savela from Finland, opening on 115 kilos, has a PB of 121.5. Strength-wise, looked very good. I want to wait for the light set. Yeah, gets a depth call from the centre referee, which I know she struggles with. So let's have a look at that on the replay. I think it was her right elbow from what I saw from that angle.
I think.
And that concludes our first lift. Yeah, and it's been overruled by the jury, unfortunately, to a no lift for Fanny. So not currently leading. Van Daal is currently leading bench press, followed by Bouchou and Burton. We move on to our second round now with Hayley Hunter from the United States, jumping 5 kilos to 92.5. Like you said, they dropped her opener, you know, to go with how she felt during the warm-ups. Always sensible. Take what you have on the day, not what your plan was. And it's still moving really easily.
Yeah. So they could still try another 5 now, maybe. So let's have a look at the replay. Yeah, that was good. I think you can do another 5. And they do. They go for it.
Kaja Stabilewska from Poland jumps 5 kilos to 100, which means all but one lifter managed to get 100 kilos and above on the bench press, should she get this, which is absolutely incredible. Bit slow off the chest, but again, it looked really strong at the lockout, and I think that was a similar pattern to her opener.
Yeah, I agree.
And a lot of lifters in this flight taking similar weights. The bench press ranking will jump back and forth. Carolyn Connor from the United States jumps 5 kilos to move into bench press silver for the time being, with 5 lifters to follow. This will be a 2 kilo personal best, so imagine a new junior national record in the States. "20 seconds on the clock." Just needs to get the start command before the time runs out. And there we go.
Yeah, that was a good attempt. Moved really well.
Yeah, she is looking really strong and a real contender for not just podium, but obviously if Bashu messes up at all, pushing her and Van Dal for that overall title.
I would tend to go 2.5 here. Like, maybe she has 5, but I don't think it's the correct call.
She has quite a few kilos left in the tank, but it depends, like you said, how conservative they want to be, how safe they want to play it. Esther Salai from Hungary, 107.5 kilos. 5 kilo jump from her opener.
Yeah, Connor and Fondal are in a 2.5 kilo set them apart right now in prognosis, so
And again, 2-1, still a depth call from the left side referee, but the center referee seems happy with it, so she should be fine. And that moves her into bench press gold for the time being, with Burton to follow with the same weight and a lighter body weight, and still Bashu, Van Dal and Cervela with their second attempts. 107.5 kilos to match Georgia's personal best and to move her into bench press gold for the time being. Like we said, every kilo really counts for Georgia.
yeah, it's tough for her to challenge the podium, but her deadlift opener maybe is placeholder. Some teams tend to do that, and maybe they can up it. But that was really lovely and adds 5 kilos to her total.
Yeah, it's not unusual to see countries put in fake openers and move them up, sometimes even move them down. You know, it is a lot of gameplay, but we'll have to find out. I think it looks like a real opener to me, but time will tell.
I agree, but it's a possibility at least.
Mary-Joos Van Dal from the Netherlands jumps 5 kilos to 110, 2 kilo PB to extend her national junior record and her personal best. So move her into bench press gold from bronze for the time being. Lighter than Bashu, but Cervela still yet to get her bench press on the board.
Yeah, and from the podium contenders, she's the lightest one, so we have body weight advantage.
And that looks like a nice second attempt, a good lift. Yeah, and so it means that because Burton is heavier, she's going to have to get a higher total, which is where that chip is going to come in really, really helpful.
Absolutely.
Anderina Bouchou from France, 110 kilos for her second attempt to move her into bench press silver, as she is heavier than Van Dal, with only Fanny Cervela to follow.
She's putting up a clinic here. That's really impressive lifting.
Yeah, and it's a really great opportunity for her as well to fight for that title, coming second last year to her teammate.
Yeah, Samantha Ogini, I think she was injured or sick for a while. I'm not 100% sure. Let's not speculate.
Fanny Cervela from Finland didn't get her opener on account of elbow depth. Has gone up 2.5 kilos anyway to 117.5. Relatively risky move, but we'll see if it pays off.
Let's go.
Yeah, and that's why it is risky, because it was harder, but it pays off. 3 white lights.
Yeah, we saw a lot of movement throughout the whole body, so then there is also the danger of a butt lift, but wasn't the case. I mean, she's a specialist, and yeah, it's clearly deeper than before.
And that concludes our second round of bench press. Savela now on the board, leading the pack with 117.5, followed by Van Daal on body weight ahead of Bouchou. We head into our third round of bench press now, with Hayley Hunter from the United States taking another 5 kilo jump to 97.5. This will be a personal best, and her second did look strong.
Vamos, Haley.
Still pretty comfortable, to be quite honest.
Yeah, 3 white lights, and she could just be a lifter who, you know, drops off really quickly with their bench press, so it might just move well until it doesn't, but a phenomenal third attempt.
2.5 kilos.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Kaja Stabilewska from Poland, 102.5 kilos, a 2.5 kilo jump, which feels like a sensible move here.
Yeah, I would agree. The second one was a lot of work.
She's done more before, but it's about what you have on the day and being able to take that. Oh, a phenomenal final bench from Kaja, and a good lift.
Yeah,
Perfect call there.
Good call from
Good job.
the coaching staff.
Carolyn Conner, 110 kilos. For Carolyn, 3 attempts, front chest opener for second group. 3 attempts. Slowly.
110 kilos for Carolyn Connor from the United States. This is to move her into bench press bronze for the time being, with Van Daal, Salai and Burton to follow.
So bronze medal
She looks
attempt.
intense. I think she really wants this lift.
Yeah, it would be a big personal best. I think 7 kilos on what she started with today.
So she's done this in training. I suggested 107.5 for a third, but they disagreed.
Not sure they can hear you from the commentary booth, Hendrik.
That's the issue for a lot of people. not everyone hears my wisdom around the world. It's quite challenging for me.
Well, let's see if they can prove you wrong here. I think 5 kilos will be hard, but I do think it will be there. Move her into bronze position. Get the start command with 6 seconds.
Yeah, and my wisdom was unheard correctly.
3 white lights, a good lift. Does it count as wisdom if you were wrong? I'm not sure.
Well, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. When you don't have a witty remark, then you just have to admit defeat.
Mary-Joos van Daal from the Netherlands, 112.5 kilos. This will keep her in bench press silver, with Burton and Bouchou to follow, as well as Salai. Salai is heavier though, so that won't take it away.
If she makes this lift, then Connor and Van Daal are tied in prognosis after the first deadlift, so it will be interesting to observe if then the mind games tend to start and one or both teams adjust their opener, but she has to first make this lift. And that is not going to happen. Yeah, she lost a little bit of tension right from the chest.
Yeah, so it's likely she won't end up on the podium for bench, but we'll have to wait and see. But she got everything she could out of the bench press with the 110.
This is silver medal attempt for Esther. Voila.
112.5 kilos for Esther Salai from Hungary, a 5 kilo jump to move her into bench press silver from 6th. Of course, with Burton to take it at a lighter body weight and Bouchou to follow with a heavier bench.
Moved nicely and it's a good
2-1, a good lift. She does get a yellow from the side referee, so I'm wondering if we can see that side angle to see if there was any butt lift. So far it's a good lift, but we'll keep our eye on this and the jury. Oh, it looked a bit floaty there to me. But it seems like the jury are happy with it, or remain in good lift and moves into podium position for the time being. Georgia Sylvia Burton looking to jump into bench press silver with 112.5 kilos at a lighter body weight than Salai.
Again, very crucial lift for her. Yeah, and I think very, very good execution.
Yeah, especially with Van Dal missing that last bench. She's trying to sneak up there before deadlifts. Of course, Van Dal has a bigger deadlift than Burton, however.
Bars loading.
Our penultimate bench press for Andrina Bachou of France, 115 kilos to move her into bench press silver ahead of Burton. Gold already belonging to Fanny Cervela. Fantastic third attempt from Bachou.
Oh, but 2-1.
I think she might have skipped a command there. Let's have a look at the replay. Usually the yellow from the center referee would be that, but we'll have a look from the side. Doesn't seem to be a lift of any sorts.
Yeah, it must have been a command. Well, most likely.
Yeah, so she lands off of the podium for bench and loses 5 extra kilos on that total, which may hurt her, although she's got still a pretty good lead heading into deadlifts. Fanny Cervela from Finland already has bench press gold, looking for 122.5 to extend her Finnish junior bench record, which I imagine is why she went up for her second anyway. 122.5 kilos on the bar.
Wow.
Not many lifters can grind like that on bench.
How did that happen?
And 2-1, a good lift. Does get a call for downwards movement. So let's have a look at that bar. Let's see if you can see the bar dip at all.
85 kilos. 85.
We are both here and waiting for the jury to say something.
Yeah, we're looking at the jury and the jury are looking at us looking at them. So I think it will remain. And a quick summary here. Esther Salai from Hungary with bench press bronze, just losing silver to body weight to Georgia Sylvia Burton from Italy. And Fanny Cervela from Finland walking away with bench press gold with 122.5 kilos.
5 lifters from 112 to 110. It doesn't get any closer than that.
Yeah, absolutely. And we head straight into the 76 kilo junior ladies with Kayla Overchuk from Canada opening on her personal best of 85 kilos. Lovely easy opener for Kayla.
And we talked about like she is a little bit like a younger Jessica Butner, but and like her split for her 3 lifts is very similar as well.
Well, that's exactly what I mean. I've seen her lift before last year in her first year, and she squats and deadlifts in a similar way, and her split's very similar. Obviously both Canadian, so it's hard not to make the comparison. I hope she's not too upset about that, but she's a former world champion, so...
I think if you would compare me with Jessica Butner, I wouldn't be upset. I would be honored. So
Jessica Bittner might be upset though. So
that's for sure. I apologize.
Romika Shah from New Zealand, 90 kilos on the bar for her opening attempt. That's a lovely opener for me. 3 white lights, a good lift.
Off from Netherlands. Bars loading. Let's go Tessa.
90 kilos, a popular opener. The following 2 lifters will both take it, the first of which is Tessa Ophoff from the Netherlands.
Yeah, prognosis has her on 5th place. She is the lightest lifter in this flight. So bodyweight advantage. Hoping for a very easy open now.
Yeah, it was lovely.
Good lift. Rachel
It's a
Riley
good lift.
comes next. Bar is loading.
90 kilos for Rachel Raji from Great Britain. The B group have already lifted earlier today, but already this takes Rachel to bench press bronze, just to show you the caliber of the A flight here.
She has an additional year left in the juniors next year. She has a very long arms, really long range of motion. It's tougher obviously then, but she managed to do really well.
Yeah, I mean, a 90 kilo bench is nothing to shake a stick at. It still propels straight into bronze, with all the other lifters from the B flight having taken 3 lifts. Really good effort. And like I said, great deadlifter. We now have Asia Francini Petrovic from Italy opening on 100 kilos.
Yeah, one of the younger. We have 3 lifters born 2004 in this flight. She's one of them, so probably a bright future ahead. But this is not the future. This is today, and she for sure wants to perform splendidly.
Really comfortable weight for Asia.
Yeah, that was great.
Easy opener. Number 5, Jorge Eckhart. Germany. Bar is loading.
Coming up is Helene Eckert from Germany, opening with 105 kilograms. She is a bench specialist. Absolutely, she has the German record as well.
Yeah, 111 kilos. So just 6 kilos off of that. And if she benches anywhere near as well as she squatted today, I'm sure she's going to extend that by a good amount.
Yeah, that was super easy.
3 white lights, a good lift.
I think they should go 7.5, to be honest. Like she seems to have a good day.
Laura de Beert.
At German Nationals she did 105, 109, 111, and that was easy for her actually at the third one.
107.5 kilos for Laura de Bert Ramilli from Canada, opening just 1 kilo below her personal best and what seems to be a junior Canadian record. See how this moves for her, opening so close to her max. Had a little bit of trouble on squats. Let's hope bench press is a little smoother for her. A little tough, but it moved.
Good lift.
And it is a good lift. 3 white lights, and still, you know, a big contender for that podium. And for overall, you know, it's not gone yet. Para just has a good lead for now, but we've seen things turn around quite quickly. Dana Para from Mexico, opening again just 1.5 kilos below her personal best, 112.5. Had a phenomenal squat session.
Yeah, she is really fascinating, I think. Like, seems to have a good day in squat, and even just opening 5 kilos below her PB, 1.5 kilo below her PB. Very controlled.
Yeah, it's a good lift. She's really working towards a big total here.
Yeah, for sure, it's really impressive.
Again, it's so hard because we know the junior total belongs to Agatha, so it's going to be really tough for anyone to get near that. But we complete our opening attempts with Para leading the bench press currently, followed by De Bert Ramilli from Canada and Eckart from Germany in bronze. Kayla Overchuk now, 5 kilo jump to 90 for her second attempt.
Let's go, girl.
She as well has 2 more years left in the juniors, and already a podium threat, more than a threat actually. Interesting sticking point, maybe a little bit too vertically, or maybe everything was fine because she seems happy enough.
Robbie Ishar from UC comes next with 95 kilos. Bar is loaded.
Yeah, just getting a little stickier towards lockout there, but I'd say another 2.5 kilos could be in there.
Just building the total for the squat and deadlift specialist is the best thing to do, I think.
Romy Gouchard from New Zealand, 95 kilos, a 5 kilo jump. And a 5 kilo personal best, should she make this?
Well done.
Yeah, very smooth second attempt. 3 white lights.
From Netherlands. Bar is loaded.
Often when we see a good lift and we don't say anything, it's just a lot of aggressive nodding in the commentary booth, so
I'm a very good aggressive nodder.
I can attest, very good at nodding. 95 kilos on the bar for Tessa Ophoff from the Netherlands to match her personal best. Again, she's in fourth in prognosis, but the top 3 really seem to be, you know, on an island of their own right now.
Yeah, another good lift. She's building her total. Prognosis says she's in 4th place currently, so she needs every kilo she can get to maybe challenge for the podium, though there's quite a huge gap already currently.
95 kilos for Rachel Raji from Great Britain to extend her personal best by 5 kilos. Like I said, the top 3 really starting to pull ahead now and make that separation.
Yeah.
Raji already on for a big total PB though, based off of her opening bench.
Yeah, definitely.
Just 2 to 1. She's just getting yellow, so I want to see from the side angle if there was any sort of butt lift. Usually when the leg drive comes in.
It's a tough call.
Yeah, I think she'll be okay actually. The jury seem to be happy with it, so it will remain as a good lift. Asia Francini Petrovic from Italy, 105 kilo to match her personal best.
If Helene misses her second or third, then she could potentially sneak up on the bench press podium. But she needs more than just a second. Yeah, a good lift.
Good lift. Easy. Then we have Helene Eckhart.
Still in 4th place in the bench press because she is heavier than Helene Eckhart.
Bar is loaded.
We now have Helena Eckhart from Germany, jumping 5 kilo to 110, just 1 kilo below her personal best and junior record. It'll move her from bench press bronze into silver, ahead of Debert Ramilli, who is to follow.
Let's go.
At a heavier body weight, but taking 2.5 kilos more for her second.
Yeah. I really think they should have done 7.5. But in other news, like after the squad, I said they shouldn't risk their luck another time. So
No pleasing you. I think it's important to remember, you know, to space out those attempts. It's not about getting to the highest weight as quick as possible, because she might make an equal 5 kilo jump now, and a 7.5 might have been too taxing.
yeah. The hard pleasing you comment is actually an opinion that a lot of my trainees share with you. So yeah.
Laura Debert Ramilli from Canada. A 5 kilo jump, 112.5 to move her from bench press bronze into silver. Tough at lockout. Like we said, that last bit is hard, but she keeps it moving, and it is a good lift. And I think with that, she secures a bench press medal, at least a bronze.
It's an impressive bench press. Look at her range of motion.
Yeah, and a good grind on it as well. So I think she could have a couple extra kilos, but it will be hard. And now our final bench press attempt before heading through to the third round. Dana Para from Mexico jumps 5 kilos to 117.5 for a 3.5 kilo PB and a new junior Mexican record. And this will secure her bench press gold as well, heading into the third round.
Yeah, that would actually, no one has handed in an attempt with this weight.
She just looks so strong. She's
She
making it harder and harder for anyone else to get near her towards deadlifts, because she has a big deadlift as well.
And she really looks like a rising star to me. Like, it's not always the best lifters that I enjoy watching the most, but in this session, like, she's my favorite. Like, it's just, she's so locked in. She's doing amazing work.
And heading into the third round, Eckhart on bronze for bench press currently. In silver, Debert Ramilli and Dana Para securing that bench gold on her second attempt. We head into the third and final bench presses now. 92.5 kilos for Kayla Overchuk. Looking to gain as many kilos as she can, heading into deadlifts. Currently on prognosis in silver, just on body weight ahead of Debert Ramilli, her teammate. Both have taken 2.5 kilo jumps.
That's right. I just realized that it's a Canadian battle for bronze and silver, most likely.
And that is a good lift.
Ah, fantastic.
Yeah, and I think a really good cool down on the final attempt. It'll be back and forth between the two Canadians for sure, with Para getting more and more out of sight. Romy Guichard from New Zealand takes 97.5 kilos. Yeah, really nice third attempt and a good lift, 3 white lights and a new personal best.
We haven't had a single miss yet in this flight. That's impressive.
Yeah, and actually if you look at the entire weight class, there's only been 1 miss, so from the B group as well, only 1/3 attempt was missed. Rachel Raji from Great Britain, 97.5 kilos for another personal best. Should she get this and her opening deadlift, she would have already increased her total by near 20 kilos. Yeah, lovely third attempt.
Yeah, really. She will hit a huge PB today. That's pretty impressive. Another lifter looking to hit that 100 kilo milestone. We have Tessa Ophoff from the Netherlands jumping another equal 5 kilos to 100 for her third and final attempt. Just trying to beat her PB by 5 kilos, not even bothering with like 2.5. Says, I have this, I got this.
Well, yeah, she wants to know that if Debert Ramilli makes any mistakes, she can perhaps put something on her last deadlift to put her in a good position for bronze as well, I think. was just too much, though.
A
Yeah.
little bit of an overreach. That's too bad. But maybe they thought they needed it if they wanted to make a play for the podium. I mean, she was, would have been like 15 kilo behind in prognosis, but at least it would have given her a slight chance. But so it's, yeah, okay, it's fine.
Bars loaded at 5 kilos. Let's go, Italy.
110 kilos for Asia Francini Petrovic from Italy. 5 kilo jump from her second. And a new PB.
Yeah, she's really enjoying herself on the platform.
Nike Asia, it's yours. Thank you
5
for
kilos,
your
I think, just a
service.
bit too ambitious for that third attempt.
Captain Obvious agrees with you.
Yeah, I mean, Team Italy a lot of the time don't like making those 2.5 kilo jumps, I've noticed. And, you know, when the risk pays off, it pays off, but when it doesn't, you lose out on those extra kilos.
Yeah, but she will have a lot of competitions coming up, like internationally. She's very young.
Helena Eckhart from Germany takes 115 kilos. Like I thought, kind of another equal 5 kilo jump, pacing herself. This moves her into bench press silver from bronze. And she is lighter than Debert Ramilli, so it will keep her there as well. Be a 4 kilo PB for her as well, and a new junior national record.
Yeah, she got this. That was good. I think the attempt selection was completely justified. 2.5 more would have been maybe a grind, and why risk it? And yeah, this is a medal for her.
Yeah, silver medal at that, and she's looking really strong today as
Yeah.
well.
Definitely. Her deadlift opener doesn't make much sense to me, to be quite honest. But we will see. They have fooled me with those once before, actually.
Laura Debert Ramilli from Canada already has bench press bronze. This is to add another 2.5 kilos to her total. We know that she's going to be fighting with Overchuck for that silver medal at a slightly heavier body weight. So every kilo counts.
Keep fighting, keep
yeah.
fighting. No, okay.
A big grind, and I thought she was going to get through it, but she uses a lot of momentum from her chest, and once that steam runs out, it's really hard to grind through in that style. But she got everything she could out of bench press today.
Exactly. There's no harm done. Still on pace for podium.
Our final bench press of the session, Dana Parra from Mexico takes a 2.5 kilo jump for 120 kilos, puts her in a 20 kilo lead, or 17.5 kilo lead heading into deadlifts, which is going to be near impossible to catch unless something goes really wrong with her deadlifts. And like you said, a rising star.
Yeah, it's amazing.
3 white lights, a good lift, and a fantastic end to a bench session.
It's not that just she's strong. How she handles herself on the platform, it looks really mature. I like it a lot.
Yeah, and like you said, she's the youngest in the flight and pretty new to the sport, so a very bright future. A summary of bench press here. Debert Romilly from Canada in bench press bronze with 112.5 kilos. Helena Eckhart from Germany in silver with 115 kilos. And Dana Parra from Mexico in bench press gold with 120 kilos. We're going to head into a 10-minute break now before deadlifts. Don't go anywhere, and we will see you then. Hello and welcome back to the 2024 IPF World Junior Powerlifting Championships here in St. Paul's Bay, Malta, presented by Aleco and SBD. We have the 69 kilo and 76 kilo junior women for you here this evening. We can see the totals from some of the B group lifters earlier, but if we have a look below there, we'll see the subtotals. Burton leading currently with 313, Bashu just behind her, 307.5, Connor just off the mark, 305, and sitting off the podium as it stands, Van Dahl and Cervela, but that is subject to change as the deadlifts come through. On prognosis, Burton is leading just half a kilo ahead of Bashu as she upped her deadlift opener. So we step into deadlifts now with Kaja Stabulewska from Poland. 170 kilos on the bar to secure her total. A lovely opener and 3 white lights.
Hunter Haley comes next. 177.5 kilos opener.
We now have 177.5 kilos for Haley Hunter from the United States, opening 10 kilos below her personal best.
Yeah, I think overall she has had a fine competition with the hard weight cup and the health problems, and maybe if she, I think 5 out of 6 by now. Bench went really well, and if she can add to this now on that lift, that would be lovely for her. She is a powerlifting coach herself.
Lovely looking opener there for Haley. And a good lift, 3 white lights.
And finally, Sabela.
Yeah, great opening attempt.
90 kilos for Sabela as opener. Now it's loading.
$190 kilos for Fanny Cervela from Finland.
I saw her cheering on her teammates in the morning session, and now she's lifting herself. That's always a nice thing to see and observe.
Opening 7.5 kilos below her personal best.
Up, up, up.
Yeah, that was a great conventional deadlift. You can see her arms are made for bench press, so she has to reach really low. But she did this very well.
And bar is loading.
Just pure strength.
195 kilos for Esther Salai from Hungary. It's always difficult, a sumo puller going after conventional, as the talc will be where the hands are going, which isn't usually an issue on the opener, but as it gets heavier, that can cause some trouble.
Yeah, but the coaches can ask to let the bar clean the bar, and you should in this case.
Yeah, and it will in between every third attempt, but like you said, you can at any point as well. Even if it's just to give your lifter a little bit more of a breather. It's a good technique. 200 kilos for Carolyn Connor from the United States.
She has a fantastic competition so far. She hit everything that she also hit in training, and like for a little spoiler, like in training she did a, I think, 225 kilogram deadlift.
Wow.
So might have room to grow into this one.
Yeah, so this should be comfortable if all goes well, and she's just 2.5 kilos ahead of Van Dahl overall, and she's going to have to stay there because she's heavier than Van Dahl, and that was
Yeah.
lovely.
She really is putting on a clinic, and this looks like she has at least 75, 20 more in the tank, and maybe more. You cannot hard to tell. That basically looked like an open.
Yeah, she set herself up very well. Now a definite contender for the overall title, Georgia Silvia Burton from Italy, 205 kilos.
Yeah, he just mentioned it. My suspicion that the deadlift opener was fake was confirmed.
Yeah, she did up it a bit.
25 kilos, yeah, a bit, tiny bit.
Wow.
And that puts us in the awesome actually position that we have a fight for gold and a fight for bronze, which is really cool.
Yeah, and like I said, that chip is going to come in really useful because only half a kilo is going to separate Bashu and Burton heading into second round of deadlifts. A big fight there. Van Dau there with 207.5.
There's 45 seconds left on the clock, and she is done with everything.
Yeah.
that's just
So quick, we almost missed it.
yeah, that was amazing. And we are we are even showing the wrong replay, so fast it went.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. But
Oh
gets
my
on the
God.
board and is really going to be pushing Connor for that bronze position. Bashu and Burton are going to be fighting for that gold. And Arena Bashu now opening on 210 kilos, our heaviest opener of the flight. And she is not going down without a fight.
Yeah, that was an impressive session of deadlifts.
And it's going to come down to that final deadlift between Burton and Bashu and between Connor and Van Dau. That concludes our opening round of deadlifts, and we move straight through now to our second attempts. Kaja Stabulewska from Poland jumps 7.5 kilos to 177.5. You can see here Bashu leads, followed by Van Dal and Burton on deadlifts.
And the French team has they can see what the Italians handed in and maybe can just extend it so that they are in front after the second attempt.
Yeah, they have the advantage there.
That was the word I wasn't finding.
Burton, of course, lighter and has a higher lot number. 177.5. Great patience off the ground for Kaja. And a good lift. Great effort there. Very difficult off the ground, but showed phenomenal patience. Look at this.
That is quite impressive. Like, you have to train this. Like, you have to be born for this patience.
Yeah.
It feels like 10 seconds, and when it looks like 1, so it's crazy.
Hayley Hunter now taking a 10 kilo jump to match her personal best of 187.5 kilos.
Go on. Let's go.
It would actually extend her personal best in total by 5 kilograms.
Lovely.
Oh, sweet.
And a good lift, 3 white lights. While the replay shows there of Hunter, I just want to quickly mention that Bashu has actually taken a smaller jump, so would leave her 3 kilos behind Burton, but maybe Team France are looking to just see what they need to put on for that final deadlift to pull for the win, because Connor and Van Dal really aren't so far behind that they aren't a threat at the moment. But now, Esther Salai from Hungary, 205 kilos for a match deadlift PB.
Come on.
There's a lot of cool stuff going on right now, even in the fight for bronze. Like,
I mean, you say fight for bronze, but only 8 kilos separates first and fourth.
oh, yeah, you're true. Yeah, you're right, actually.
So it's going to be a fight for gold. It looks like a 4-horse race.
Potentially, it could be.
We'll have to see how these seconds move. Next out, we have Fanny Savela jumping 15 kilos to 205. No bench specialist. She is a well-rounded athlete. This will be a 7.5 kilo personal best. Should she make this?
It seems they just overreached a bit.
Yeah, 15 kilos is a huge jump, and I fear that that's not something she'll be able to come back for on her third.
Georgia Berton comes next. 215 kilos, leading this competition.
I'm not 100% sure. Maybe there sometimes, like, if you just don't hit it the right way. Let's see.
And now the next 4 second attempts are all from those lifters that are separated by only 8 kilos if, and only if, they all make this lift. So this next lift is going to be crucial. Burton, who has jumped 10 kilos to 215 to keep herself in that pole position, the only lifter that's going to have a chip, and that's going to really be crucial. But so is making every single lift. There we go, 3 white lights. She is amped up.
That was, but also a little bit of work. So yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, and you know, it's not going to necessarily be about what she has left. It's also going to be about what everybody else has left, because she has the advantage currently. Our next lifter, who, if she gets this, it will put her 8 kilos behind Burton. Carolyn Connor from the United States, jumping 15 kilos to pull her into silver overall for the time being. Van Daal and Bashu to follow.
She has it. Like, she is really on fire today.
Yeah, and I think she could put what she needs on the bar based on that. We'll have to wait and see, but that is a lovely second attempt. Connor. Wow.
As you said, it seems to be a real 4-women race. Like,
Yeah, it honestly, you couldn't pick it right now. And well up there, Andrina Bashu taking the smallest jump out of the 4, 7.5 kilos to 217.5. Oh, and that might be costly.
wow.
So now, Hendrik, the question is, does she jump for gold on her third and see what she needs to do for that, or does she take a less risky route and look for a podium position, because that's going to hurt her?
I think you need to be aggressive, especially because this was more a technical issue and not a strength issue.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be based as well off what Marie-Jose Van Daal does here, taking a 17.5 kilo jump. Wow. Oh,
Okay, so now
there we go again. Another one of those top 4 who has missed their second attempt. They are pushing each other so hard, which means as it stands now, Burton is in gold, Connor is in silver, and Bashu is still in bronze. But they're going to be pushing each other all the way until the end. So we'll have to wait and see. It looks like Burton is in a good position to take the gold, but we'll have to wait and see if she makes that final lift.
So I think from first to third place, like Bertrand, Connor, Bouchot, everything is possible. I think Van Daal was already maxed out. I mean, I think she can do the 225, but I don't think she can do any more.
Now we move into our third attempt. Kaja Stabulewska from Poland, 182.5 kilos. A 5 kilo jump.
Let's go, girl.
Wow, look at that patience again, but just too heavy today.
Yeah. But she tried for the 400-pound deadlift, so I think it's all good.
Hunter, USA, 200 kilos.
She finished in 12th place with a 440 kilogram total.
Haley Hunter from the United States now making a 12.5 kilo jump for a 200 kilo deadlift, a huge milestone. It will also give her a 12.5 kilo PB on her total as well as on her deadlift.
Yeah, her coach was really cheering up. I think they said, let's just go for it. Come on, you want the 200. There's nothing left to lose.
Yeah.
Nothing is to win here. this would be a great milestone.
Yeah, she's not at risk of losing position really here. But what a place to get that 200 if she can. Look at that, and it seemed pretty comfortable for her.
Wow.
3 white lights, a good lift, and that 200 kilo milestone passed. Check.
Check. That's lovely. I think that was a really good competition for her.
Yeah, especially because she struggled with that weight at the beginning. She really picked up during bench and deadlift.
And now she's even in 6th place with 482.5. But she can drop down to 7th potentially.
And now we have Fanny Savela from Finland retaking 205. It seems like a strength issue on her second, and I'll be surprised if it does move here on her third, but I'd love to be proved wrong. Takes a moment to steady yourself.
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah,
look
yeah,
at that!
Come on, pull through, pull through.
I cannot believe my eyes. That is the absolute grind of a lifetime. And 3 white lights, a good lift. Can you believe that? Absolute insanity.
I had a feeling that this was possible. I mean, I wouldn't have given it more than like 30%, but I had a feeling that there was something.
Yeah, I mean, we'd hoped, but it was that. It was a hope.
It was a hope, and she delivered.
Yeah, she really did. She can go take a nice long nap now, I think. 210 kilos for Esther Salai from Hungary, a 5 kilo jump to move her into deadlift bronze for the time being, ahead of Bashu on body weight, with Van Dau, Bashu, Burton and Connor still to come. But they'll be pushing each other for something other than the deadlift medal, so Esther trying to sneak in here.
Let's go.
Oh, a beautiful third attempt from Salai. And a good lift. She moves into deadlift bronze for the time being, with 4 big lifts to follow, and not just big in the number that's on the bar, but in what they mean as well. This is going to determine who walks away 69 kilo junior world champion, and the first to have a stab at that is going to be Georgia Silvia Burton from Italy. 220 kilos on the bar to give her 533 kilo total.
So they just basically decided on the strategy, we do what we can, and then the others should prove that they can do more.
Oh, and she gets it moving, but it's just
but
too
it's
much.
just too heavy. Wow.
Which leaves her in gold for the time being, but should Connor or Bashu make their lift, they're in a shot of that gold, and I'm wondering if Van Dal is going to push up as well. I've seen an attempt change come in, I'm not sure who by. Just looking at the scoreboard. Oh, both Bashu and Connor have dropped from 230 to 225.
Oh my god, this is so crazy.
And so the next 3 lifts will all be 225, all to try and push each other off the podium and out of position. Mary-Jose Van Dau going for silver instead of for gold. 225 kilos for Van Dau here. One last attempt, a 17.5 kilo jump from her opener, missed it on her second. This will put her onto the podium. Oh, is it good this time? No, it is just too much, and she ends up off of the podium. And that means at the very least, Burton and Connor will be on the podium.
So yeah, that opens
As well as
possibilities
Bashu.
for, because now the medal is secured for those. So now they can say, I want gold, or nothing.
They can push for the color medal they want without the risk. And you know, if you're going to choose between bronze and gold, then you might as well push for the gold rather than just settle for silver. But you know, we'll see what the lifters go for here. We have first Anderina Bouchou taking 225, missed 217.5 in her second. This will take her into deadlift gold, but more importantly, into gold overall, ahead of Burton. Just waiting for Connor to come out. Oh, and look at that. A perfect third attempt, 3 white lights, and moves ahead of Burton for the time being. And we've seen an attempt change come in.
Yeah, because 2.5 kilo more is for all the marbles.
Yeah, like you said, Connor has already guaranteed the bronze overall. Whether it's a bronze or a gold, she has a medal, so why not push for that gold? One more deadlift of the session, Carolyn Connor, and you know, the 215 was still so smooth. This will move her from deadlift bronze into gold, but more importantly, like I said, it's going to be a bronze or it's going to be a gold, so why not shoot for it? And she is 227.5 for Carolyn Connor of the United States for the world title.
2 years ago she did 400. Last year she did 477.5, and now she already has 520. What an amazing progress, and this could culminate in winning it all.
It all comes down to this. One last pull of the day for the world title. Will it be Bouchou or will it be Connor?
And it's oh my god.
And
oh
what
my god.
a shame. Unfortunately, that is a missed lift for Connor. She gets up, just disappointed, but otherwise okay. And a look at the deadlift medals now. On body weight in bronze, Connor with 215. In silver, Burton with 215 on body weight, and gold medalist Bouchou with 225. And overall looking very similar. If we have a look at the totals. In bronze from the United States with 520, Carolyn Connor. In silver, Georgia Sylvia Burton with 528 in silver. And in gold overall, your new world champion, Anderina Bouchou, with 532.5. What a session that was. It was so close right until the end. And we are in for more excitement as we head through to the 76 kilo women. Wow.
Wow. I just want to add, Carolyn Connor is fine. She was just walking off normally from the platform.
Yeah,
everything is
nothing hurt there. You know, just disappointed, but she still walks away with the bronze medal at the World Championships. And I promise for more excitement here as we head into the 76ers. Helena Eckhart from Germany kicking us off with 160.
So she has done way more than this. I know they like to open very, very conservatively. Thank you. So this should move basically like nothing. Yeah, this is...
Yeah, barely registered, and it's worth securing that total.
Yeah, I think I would expect them to jump 20 or something like that, actually. I think because she had so many back problems in the last few months, maybe they thought that would be the best idea.
Yeah, but like her squat and her bench opener, really comfortable. We move through now to Asia Francini Petrovic with 185 kilos on the bar. Lovely easy opener for Asia.
Gives us all this chance to come down a little bit. The last session was so good.
Yeah, we need the openers to re-level ourselves before we build back up to the thirds on this flight. Now, it's a little more, at least at this point, clear-cut in who is in the lead. Dana Parra from Mexico, currently with a 17.5 kilo lead. This would give her 190, and wow, that is easy.
Hard to imagine that she can be caught by anyone now.
Yeah, like you said, we'd have to see something pretty spectacular, but we'll see what happens.
You never know, like we didn't expect what happened. Like
No, absolutely. Never take it for granted. 192.5 kilos for Romy Gouchard from New Zealand. Nice steady opener.
Yeah, and she's having fun doing it. Oh, yeah, well. A lot of gestures towards her coach. Gestures, that's how you pronounce it, I think.
Tessa Ophoff from the Netherlands, 195 kilos.
It must be really nice to be a native speaker and doing this commentary.
Well, it's more embarrassing when I get things wrong then, I have to say.
Well, I don't think you do much. Okay, so a little bit of work.
Yeah, it's a little sticky towards lockout, and you know that's the pattern you tend to see with conventional. Quick off the ground, sticky at lockout, but maybe a little stickier than you'd want your opener, but
She's on the board, and that is what counts for the moment.
yeah, and the way that she pulls makes me think that she can grind quite a lot. Laura de Romilly from Canada, 195 kilos, fighting for a bronze medal. Yeah, lovely easy opener there.
Yeah.
And I did say watch out for Rachel Raji, who's upped her opener and puts her on prognosis in bronze place overall.
Oh! You got me.
Yeah, I tried to warn you. She would sneak up on you with this deadlift.
Well, I tried to warn you about the Italian girl on the last flight, so it's one.
Yeah, we're even now.
Even now.
Rachel Raji from Great Britain, 207.5 kilos, upped her opener, and with this, puts herself in bronze overall. Our penultimate opener, a big one here. Has a personal best of 211, the junior national record. And I think she's going to pull something big today.
This is quite something. She collected kilos in the squat and bench. I think she made no mistakes at all. And now her strength shines.
Yeah, and she can afford to put a good amount on that for her second. Our final opener, Kayla Overchuk from Canada, 217.5 kilos for her opening attempt. Has a PB of 228.
This is a gigantic opener. And it moves smooth. Wow.
Yeah, 3 white lights, a good lift. Yeah, I knew there was going to be big deadlifts from Overchuk and Raji. And that concludes our opening deadlifts with all lifters securing a total. Overchuk leads with 217.5, followed by Raji with 207.5. And currently from the B group, I think. Oh no, Tessa Ophoff with 195. I think there is someone from the B group in there, but subject to change. Helena Marie Eckhardt, 175, and still moving well.
Yeah, this gives her a total PB of 1.5 kilograms. And I think she did 190 at Nationals last year, or 195, one of the both. So there's still room in the tank, and she did well on squat and bench, but she needs some additional kilos for deadlift for the total to change significantly.
Asia Francini Petrovic from Italy, 197.5, a 12.5 kilo jump for a new personal best. And almost every single lifter in this flight will be lifting 200 kilos and up. And I think Asia definitely will be on her third.
Yeah, 100%.
From New Zealand. Bodies loaded.
Once upon a time, it was rare to see an open female lifter lift 200 and up, and now we're here in the juniors with 6 of them on their second attempts, 200 kilos and up.
I remember when the first women in Germany started to hit 200 kilo deadlifts. It's not that long ago.
Romy Gouchard, 202.5. 2 kilo personal best. Should she make this? And she does.
Good, eh?
3 white lights, and she looks a bit more happy with this one than with the last one.
Bar is loading.
So 15 kilo jump now. 12 and a half, sorry.
Yeah, 12.5 kilo jump for Dana Para to 202.5. Completely justifiable based on how her opener moved, and this would give her a really hefty 15 kilo lead.
What a performance. I'm in love, really. That's so great.
Say wait for
Yeah,
Tessa
a
Oakhoff,
fantastic
Netherlands.
lifter, very easy to watch as she's so technically efficient. 202.5 kilos for Tessa Ophoff from the Netherlands to move her into deadlift bronze. Ahead of Gouchard. As she is lighter on body weight. Actually, Ophoff, I think, is the lightest of the entire flight at 72.55 kilos.
Let's go, Tessa.
This will move her into deadlift bronze, but also bronze overall for the time being, with Raji and Bert Romilly to follow.
Let's go. Come on.
It's a 3-man race for that bronze.
Up, 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 up. Come on, look it.
Yeah, and as suspected, good at that grind at the end.
Good.
Yeah, you were totally right. But still wondering how much more there's left actually in the tank.
Although it was slow, facially she didn't seem to be like she was really struggling yet.
Yeah, but yeah.
I'm not saying there's 20 kilos
No,
left,
I
but
understand. Like
a handful of kilos
a
for
handful
her.
of kilos.
Laura de Bert Romilly now from Canada jumps 10 kilos to 205 to pull herself into deadlift bronze and bronze overall, with Raji to follow still.
Up, 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 up. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
That is tough, but she locks it out. And that is a good lift. Now she is heavier than Raji, so it's going to have to lift 2.5 kilos more, and she doesn't have any sort of chip to help her out.
Yeah.
And currently, based off Raji's opener, she's in a great position, but we'll have to see what a 12.5 kilo jump does as she jumped to 220. Moves her into deadlift gold ahead of Overchuck for the time being, but more importantly, moves her into bronze overall with Overchuck to follow. It's going to be really close. It moves her ahead of de Bert Romilly, who currently sits in bronze. Puts her ahead by 5 kilos. So like I said, it's going to have to really push her.
Yeah, I mean, Raji is looking really, really good right now for a podium placement. It's super close, don't get me wrong, but like from her opener and from how she approached this competition until now, and given that the Canadian girl is probably close to her limit.
Yeah, that is lovely. Very, very consistent all the way throughout the day. 3 white lights, a good lift, and like you said, in a great position to take that bronze overall. Currently, if Overchuck makes her second attempt, silver seems a little bit out of reach. But we are yet to see Overchuck make that attempt. So Kayla Overchuck now, 230 kilos, a 12.5 kilo jump to keep her in silver overall and to move her back into deadlift gold ahead of Raji. 2 kilos above her personal best. Her opener was very comfortable, so it'll be interesting to see how this jump affects her. Wow. Absolutely incredible. 3 white lights, a good lift, and I think puts herself in a really comfortable position for silver. It looks like Raji is trying to secure that bronze rather than chase the silver, which I think is sensible. You know, you don't want to risk it when de Bert Romilly is so close behind.
Yeah, I think that's a wise choice.
And we head into our third round of deadlifts now. De Bert Romilly in deadlift bronze currently with 205. Raji in deadlift silver with 220. And in deadlift gold, Kayla Overchuck with 230 kilos. We move now onto our third and final round of deadlifts. Helena Marie Eckhart from Germany, 185 kilos for her third and final pull of the day.
Yeah, that would extend her PB by
Okay.
another 10 kilos, obviously, and I think, yeah, I think they pulled for position here because now she's secured top 8.
I also want to mention as well, and I don't think it's a placeholder, Overchuck's put in for 245, which would match Para's total currently, and she's at a lighter body weight. So I think if Para misses, Overchuck will go for that, and if she doesn't, she will drop, but we'll have to wait and see. We're not quite there yet.
Yeah, I agree. That seems like that's the case.
However, first we have Romy Gashard from New Zealand, 207.5 to move her into deadlift bronze for the time being, with De Bert, Romilly and Ficini Petrovic still to follow. Ophoff will take the same weight but at a heavier body weight. No, at a lighter body weight, so Ophoff to follow, who could threaten this as well. Oh, a great final pull from Romy.
Fantastic deadlifting. Really enjoyed seeing that. Just heavy conventional deadlifts.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. 3 white lights, a good lift, and moves into deadlift bronze for the time being. A lot of lifters looking to steal that though. First of which is Tessa Ophoff from the Netherlands, 207.5, taking the same weight at a lighter body weight.
Yeah, that's a good call. And you were asking for a handful of kilos, and you got a handful of kilos.
Yeah, I think this is, you know, it's worth the risk. She doesn't lose out on anything by pushing for this. Oh, she is glued there. Yeah, we knew she had a high sticking point there.
So close.
Like we said, doesn't lose out on anything. She would have had to add another 5 kilos to move into bronze without Raji even taking her third attempt, and that would have just been too much anyway. So it seemed like the right call to try and push for a deadlift medal anyway.
Absolutely, 100%.
Now, this is a really important lift because if Dana Para makes this, I don't think Kayla Overchuck is going to push for that gold, but if she misses, I think Canada will push for that risk as they are pretty secure on the podium as is. So, Dana Para of Mexico, 210 kilos to secure the world title.
They could have dropped the weight a bit, but they are confident that they have this. And why wouldn't they be?
Yeah, that is a lovely third attempt. 3 white lights, a good lift, and I think they wanted to put on the bar something that was 100% secure, because, like we said, that would be a much bigger push now for Overchuck. It would be, you know, a world junior deadlift record and near the world open deadlift record.
Hard to imagine that they are going to go for that.
Yeah, and they've, like we said, they've already likely secured that silver, but looking to take deadlift bronze from Para, Asia Francini Petrovic, 212.5 kilos. Can she pull herself onto the deadlift podium? She is lighter than De Pert Romilly.
Not quite.
Yeah, it was too heavy. It was a 15 kilo jump, so a fair jump there for her, considering 12.5 kilos was her first jump.
Yeah, she was in 9th place, so really only thing to do is attack a deadlift medal.
And now these next 3 deadlifts are very, very important. It's going to determine who ends up in the podium positions. Haven't seen Canada drop yet, which surprises me, but I think they want to see what Raji does first. Laura De Bert Romilly from Canada, 212.5 kilos to move her into bronze place overall, ahead of Raji, with Raji to follow. What a
And she
phenomenal
got it.
effort, look at that.
Amazing.
2-1, a good lift. Does get a blue from the side referee, I think, for assisting. Have a look at the replay here, because I didn't see the bar dip at all.
for Ragi. And bitte to
No, I think her
Yeah.
knees just locked out early there.
But I think she will be fine, to be honest. I think it's a good lift.
Yeah, and it will say she moves into bronze overall for the time being. Rachel Raji from Great Britain looking to take that off her hands. They've dropped to 222.5. They're not chasing the silver. They just want to match the Burt Romilly's total at a lighter body weight. So Rachel Raji from Great Britain, 222.5 kilos, already has deadlift silver. This will move her onto the podium ahead of de Burt Romilly on body weight. One last pull of the day, just 2.5 kilos more than that second, and it moved so smoothly.
Let's go.
Will she end up on the podium? We won't have to wait long to find out. Locks it out.
Good
3
job.
white light and ends up bronze medalist at the World Championships. And we've had an attempt change. Yeah, Overchuck just wanted to make sure. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Never
that's right.
mind. She didn't drop. She has raised it to over the World Junior deadlift record. I was so ready to say, oh, she's dropped it. It's fine. No, she's put it up to 252.5, which she didn't need to do. But oh, she's going for the title overall
of
as
course,
well.
Of course.
This is such a roller coaster of emotions.
Yeah. There's nothing left to do. She already secured deadlift gold.
This would be, I am lost for words, which is rare. Kayla Overchuck from Canada. I pieced it together one by one very slowly, but here we are. I've caught up. 252.5 for a world junior deadlift record to take the title from Para. We thought Para was safe, but she isn't. A 22.5 kilo jump for Kayla. One last pull of the day. This is absolutely mammoth, and this world junior record belongs to Agata Shitko. No, it is just too much. It would have been a huge ask. She secured the silver.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I need to sit down. I'm sat down and I need to sit down further.
She can tell now, well, I tried 252.5.
Yeah, but
And she won a silver medal. It was amazing.
yeah, she had nothing to lose there. What an end to a day. 2 exciting sessions back to back. In deadlift, bronze, Laura de Burt Romilly from Canada with 212.5. In silver, Rachel Raji from Great Britain with 222.5. And your deadlift gold medalist, Kayla Overchuck from Canada with 230. And overall, your bronze medalist from Great Britain, Rachel Raji with 497.5, winning bronze medal on body weight ahead of de Burt Romilly. Your silver medalist with 512.5, Kayla Overchuck from Canada. And your new 76 kilo junior world champion, Dana Para from Mexico with 535. Wow, what a session. Please do hang around for the medal ceremony as we see the well-deserved, well-earned new champions get crowned. Don't go anywhere and we will see you then.
first the participation medals for each and every lifters. Thank you. So thank you. And memory of being here because of 24 World Championships. There's classic powerlifting in Malta. And medals are given by Mr. Robert Keller from USA, our IPF Secretary General, and Mr. Alex Mathisen from Great Britain. Medal ladies, right, Rachel de Abaye from Spain. And again. So we start with 69 kilo squat medals. So we start the squat medals. The bronze medal on squat goes to Caroline Connor from USA. With the best attempt of 195 kilos. Squat silver medal goes to Anna-Rina Bouchou from France. With the best attempt on 197.5 kilos. And the squat gold medal goes to Georgia Berton from Italy. With new world record, 200.5 kilos. Thank you, ladies. And the bench press medals. And the bronze medal on bench press goes to Esther Salai from Hungary. With the best attempt of 112.5 kilos. And the bench press silver medal goes to Georgia Berton from Italy. Also 112.5, lighter body weight. And the bench press gold medal goes to Fanny Savela from Finland. The first attempt of 122.5 kilos. Thank you, ladies. Deadlift medals. The bronze medal on deadlift goes to Caroline Connor from USA. With the best attempt of 215 kilos. And the silver medal on deadlift to Georgia Berton from Italy. With 250 kilos also, but lighter on body weight. And the deadlift gold medal to Anna-Rina Bouchou from France. With the best attempt of 225 kilos. Thank you, ladies. on total. Today, the bronze medalist is Caroline Corner from USA. A total of 520 kilos. The silver medalist is Giorgia Berton from Italy. A total of 528 kilos. And the gold medalist, world champion 2024, is Andreina Bouchon from France. A total of 532.5 kilos. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up for the national anthem of France. Please stand up. Stand up. Congratulations. Kilo juniors. Squat medals. Bronze medal on squat goes to Kayla Overchuk, Canada. With the best attempt of 190 kilos. Silver medal on squat goes to Nina Heikkinen from Finland. With 190 kilos best attempt. And the squat gold medal goes to Dana Parra from Mexico. With 205 kilos best attempt. Thank you, ladies. Then we have the bench press medals. The bronze medal on bench press goes to Laura Delbert from Canada. 112.5 kilos best attempt. Bench press silver medal goes to Helene Eckhart from Germany. 115 kilos best attempt. And the gold medal on bench press goes to Dana Parra from Mexico. The best attempt of 120 kilos. Thank you, ladies. We have the deadlift medals. Bronze medal on deadlift goes to Laura Delbert from Canada. The best attempt of 212.5 kilos. And the deadlift silver medal to Rachel Rashi from Great Britain. The best attempt of 222.5 kilos. And the gold medal on deadlift goes to Kayla Overchuk from Canada. The first attempt of 230 kilos. Thank you, ladies. We have the medals on total. Today, the bronze medalist is Rachel Rachi from Great Britain. The a total of 497.5 kilos. The silver medalist is Kayla Overchik from Canada. 512.5 kilos best total. And the gold medalist, world champion 2024 is Dana Parra from Mexico. Total of 535 kilos. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up for National Anthem of Mexico. Congratulations. Here they come. You're all amazing today. Thank you for coming here to Malta 2024 World Championships of Classic Powerlifting. I hope to see you all back next year. As strong as possible.